boards that want to talk about it, but it would have been voted on before they had that opportunity. So I'm just saying, just put that at the beginning, put it at the end, for anything outside of the topics that we have. Thank you.
Thank you. Kevin Donovan.
Good evening, Madam President, Chairman of the Board, thank you. I'm here tonight to talk about fees. And my quick question is how much fees should a pupil have to pay or a parent have to pay to attend a Forest Hills Public School? I have a senior and I'm a sophomore remaining in Forest Hills Public Schools. And even today, I've gotten emails about this fundraiser and that fundraiser and this dinner night and that dinner night. I'm currently told that I owe the district about $200, $300 to max out my athletic fees. Just last weekend, I paid $25 just to even watch my kids play sports. And I'm supposed to pay to play on top of that. I think my total collected payments to the district this year are over $2,000 for different items that I've been asked to contribute to the district, whether that's an athletic fee from fall sports, times multiple kids, athletic things that you are required to buy once those kids join the team. Then I've got seniors, so there's senior dues, all night party, the powder puff game, and $20 at a time doesn't sound a lot. $20 times 10 things, that adds up to 200, and it adds up really quickly in this district. And I don't know what the limit should be. My son made it to DECA States this year, that was $400. I had my daughter made it to States, and she wrestles on the female team, and there's no transportation. I get her to the meets because she's the only female on the team, and she goes to all girl meets. So the amount of money that's outlaid, and I'm actually kind of disgusted that the athletic director is kind of hounding me for even more money because my kids have joined more sports in the spring here. And one of my daughters, she stood up when the soccer team said they need another player. She's now dual sporting this spring to help out the soccer team. And it's, oh, well, Kevin, there's a max, the family max of $500 and some dollars. I'm like, what about that DECA bill? What about when my kid went to state, needed more money for that? So my question to this board is, what's the limit? What's the fee limit that a family should have to pay to attend a Forest Hills Public School? Number one. And number two, I kind of want to repeat something what Robert said, if I have a minute to do it, is tonight you approved a superintendent contract. I don't know how on earth you expect us to come to a meeting like this and be able to opine on whether or not that's a good deal, not a good deal, or whatever. Then A, we don't even get to talk about it till the meeting is adjourned, till the action's adjourned. That seems kind of backwards. And two, the other thing is there's nothing in the backup material. I've heard Ms. Fowson say before that you should talk to a board member prior to the meeting about things on the agenda. Well, if there's no backup materials, you all have backup materials. We don't have access to those backup materials. I don't know where they're kept, but we didn't see any of that. So how would I even know what question to ask if nothing's even being made public? Third, I got one more thing. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Vincent Monomark.
Vincent Monomark, Bill 6860 Cascade Road. This speech represents my views only and not any affiliated organization. Modern education should be based on empiric observation, either through text or through organic experience. This district had an organic, teachable moment in March, but it appears that the administration has lapsed on an opportunity to transparently demonstrate how to handle communications on threats to our children. On March 19th, the U.S. District Court issued a criminal complaint against Bradley Hartestein, concluding probable criminal violation of distribution, receipt, and possession of child pornography. In the legal document, the accused is admitting to being in proximity with K through 4th graders. Discovering a predator employed by the school district is a serious matter. Families look to the FHPS organization for a rational process walk with tangible changes to help prevent circumstances like this from happening again. The initial engagement was promising. Superintendent Schubel issued 2 communications on the 20th and the 21st. An FAQ was also made available on the 25th, although I, as an affected parent, did not receive it directly and rather found it as a nested link in a news article. After that, all went silent up until this meeting. And with that passivity has come the erosion of trust and goodwill that you have built up in your initial communications. The media did not seize their communications, allowing their spin to become your narrative. Now, I know the district cannot comment on a pending criminal investigation, but there are many things that you can comment on. Christina Neese, did you do a process walk to find flaws in the hiring system? Did you identify how the accused slipped through your hiring process? And how will you fix that process? The fix doesn't even have to be that complex. For example, did you know that the accused was fired from the last job for inappropriately touching plants? A police report was filed. Now, you did call the prior employers, and they denied that the subject was engaged in unprofessional conduct. But did you ask if the subject was eligible for a rehire? Oftentimes, employers will not detail an employee's wrongdoings, but this indirect question can raise the red flag needed to weed out people like the accused. Superintendent Schubel, did the private security company demonstrate how to better secure our buildings? And if so, what can and will you do to help protect our children in the future? If nothing else, give us a timeline of when to expect updates, and then please stick to that timeline, even if the update is that there's nothing new to report. The district initially came out very strong, but then has appeared to become complacent on a very serious topic. Will you strive to re-engender public trust through greater transparency? Only time will tell. Good day.
Thank you. Jared Jakubowski.
Good evening, Jared Jakubowski in the White House on White Hills. I'd like to add to the conversation tonight, strike conversation. That would indicate a two-way dialogue. That is people demonstrating they are involved and listening and sharing upfront, honestly, openly, what they believe. In the interest of parents, shareholders, and we have the students, on the record, questions and answers must happen. If not at this venue, somewhere, sometime soon. That said, I'd love to hear individuals on the board reveal their true reactions regarding the pedophile the district had hired. Frankly, I'd bet that there are a couple members who are very upset about this. And given their track records and resolute alignment with fashionable, woke values, goals, and language, I can probably map their quietly restrained outrage. Namely, some are upset that this pedo is not being referred to as a minor attracted person, a MAP. Just a minor attracted person. And why wouldn't you feel that way? After all, the dominant pop culture, and yes, even our schools, are determined to sexualize and normalize the sexualization of our children. So, surprise, surprise, we are seeing a pandemic spread of pedophilia. Age-inappropriate books in our schools are but a symptom of this terrible problem. And it's long been said, if you are not part of the solution, truly,